Namaste students. Today we are going to start with the examples based on the formulas which we did in the previous videos. I hope you all have learned by now. Alright, these were the integrals of some particular forms. If you remember, dx upon x square minus a square, that is 1 by 2a log of x minus a upon x plus a plus c, and so on. This we discussed, we derived the formulas, we solved it, how to come to the answer. Alright, now we are going to do the applications of these formulas. That means we are going to solve the questions based on these formulas. So few examples I have written which are the direct questions. Like, first of all, I have to integrate dx upon 16x square minus 25. Alright, now first of all, if you see one of formulas here, no formula has the coefficient of x square. X square do not have a coefficient. X square do not have a coefficient. That means the first step is, whatever the question is given to me, the coefficient of x square should be 1. The coefficient of x square should be 1. So what am I going to do? I am going to take this 16 out. And what is left inside? Alright, x square minus 25 by 16. Now, I have to see with which formula shall I correlate it. With which formula shall I relate it? This is 1 upon x square minus, it should be a square. All the formulas have a square, a square, a square. Alright, so 1 upon x square minus a square, that is the first formula which is written, and it should be x square and should be in the form of a square, so I can write this as 5 by 4 whole square. Once it comes in the proper form, directly apply. So what is the formula? 1 by 2a, what is a? 5 by 4 log of x minus a upon x plus a plus c. Fine? Cancel. So it will be, take LCM inside also. Alright, is it clear, children? So this is what we are going to do. Now similarly the next one, I have 1 minus 9x square. So remember the first step, the coefficient of x square should be 1. So I am taking this 9 out. Which formula shall I correlate it with? Yes, that's right. It has to be correlated with 1 upon a square minus x square, the second formula. So 1 upon a square minus x square. What is the integration? 1 by 2a log of a plus x upon a minus x. Fine. So it will be 1 by 6. Take LCM inside and 3 from the denominator will get cancelled from both the denominators. So that's my answer. Very easy to apply the formulas, but it has to be just in the proper form, whatever. Because that is the rule. I told you from the day one, like, you can integrate if something is converted into the particular form whose integration I know. These formulas and the formulas which we have done previously, everything has to be converted into that particular form, then only we can integrate. Now see the next one, the same thing, coefficient of x square should be 1, so I am taking this 9 out. I write this 4 by 9 as 2 by 3 whole square. Which form? 1 upon upon a square plus x square, or you say because plus doesn't matter, x square plus a square, 1 upon x square plus a square, the third formula. So what is the integration of 1 upon x square plus a square? 1 by a tan inverse x by a. So put it here, 1 by a tan inverse x by a. Alright? Fine. So these were the simpler problems. Directly the form was given. Only there was a coefficient of x square which we have taken common, and then we have solved it. So now let's take more examples. Let's see the next examples. The fourth one is dx upon under the root 4 minus 9x square. I have to integrate dx upon under the root 9 minus 4x square. Rule remains same. The coefficient of x square should be 1. So I am taking this 9 out of the under root. If 9 goes out of the under root, what will go out? 3. Alright. So I am taking this 3 out of the integral because constant comes out. We have done the property. And inside the under root it will be alright, and I can write this 4 by 9 as 2 by 3 whole square dx. Which formula can you correlate it with? It is 1 upon under the root a square minus x square. The last one, 1 upon under the root a square minus x square. What is the integration? Sine inverse x by a. So it will be sine inverse x by a. What is a? 2 by 3 plus c. That's important. You know it by now. Alright. Let's see the next one. Again, I'll take 4 out. When the 4 will come out of the under root, it will become 1 by 2. I'll write this 1 by 4 as clear? So now, which formula? 1 upon under root x square minus a square, the fourth one. So I'll apply that. What is the formula? Log of x plus under root x square minus a square comes as it is. Is it clear? Log of x plus under the root x square minus a square. You want to little solve it further. I'll take LCM and this. Further you want to take LCM here. Fine, one more thing can be done. If I say apply log m upon n, it becomes log m minus log n, and that minus log 2 will be a constant. That will be adjusted. Like this, if further we want to go, log m minus log n. So this is a constant that will be adjusted with c. So I am left with log 1 by 2 log 2x plus under root 4x square minus 1 plus c. So this we can do. Alright children, clear? I hope it's clear to you. So simplification till it is possible you must do it. Fine. Now the next example the same. The coefficient of x square is 4. I have to take it out. So take 4 out. It will be gone out as 2. And that is Alright, so which formula? 1 upon under root a square plus x square, or I say x square plus a square, that's one and same thing, in addition doesn't matter. So I'll apply the formula, log of x plus under the root x square plus a square. So I'll write this a square as 1 by 4. Same way I can simplify it further. First LCM here, then it will come out. First of all, inside LCM, 4x square plus 1 by 4 under the root. 4 will come out of the under root, will become 2. It will be LCM taken with x and, 2. And then again, log m upon n I can apply. And that log, this 1 by 2 will come with this also. This is a constant, constant plus constant remains a constant. So, it can be written like this. I hope it's clear. These are the direct questions related to the formulas which we did in the last video, those 6 formulas. But there are more questions to the same topic. Now, if you see the next examples, none of the question is in the direct form. I have x square minus a square minus x square, in under root, without under root. None of the question is in the form. If I see these questions, I can't say I have to apply this form. Is it clear? One thing I told you children when we did the integration by substitution, alright, as I always say, integration, this trigonometry will never leave you. Same way, the integration by substitution will never leave you in the whole chapter of integrals. Alright, so when you have some question and you think, this is not matching any of the form. I'm not talking about the particular these forms because I'm doing a topic of this form, so this question might come in under this form only. Fine, but in general, when you get a question and you don't, the form doesn't strike you, the thing you have to think about is the substitution. Can I substitute something? Can I substitute something whose differentiation is given to me? That is the golden rule. Alright, you always have to substitute whose differentiation is given to you, or something which is problematic, which makes your question easier after substituting. Alright, that we need to keep in mind. And the rules of substitution also we did. Now, any of the forms, there is nothing in the numerator. So that means I need to remove this x square. Now, x square is the differentiation of what? X square comes when I have x cube. Is it clear? Constant does not matter. Constant will go out of the integral. So that means if I put x cube, I get x square as a differentiation. So, can I write this denominator as this? X raised to power 6 as x square of x cube. Now put alright. Differentiate both sides with respect to t. I don't have 3 there, so our 3 will go this side. Now substitute the values. X squared dx has become 1 by 3 dt, so 1 by 3 I am taking out. 1 upon a square, in place of x cube I have t, so it is t square. 1 upon a square minus t square dt. Now let's see with which form does it correlate. It correlates with the second one. So apply the formula. That's it. So 1 by 2a, what is a? Here is a only here. Log of a plus x alright, a plus x upon a minus x plus c, and then put back the original variable because we can't leave the question in t because our question never started in t. So I'll put back the value of t, that is x cube. Alright children, clear? So the basic rule, the base for integration is the substitution. That you need to keep in mind children. Now think the next one. not at all related with any of the forms. So that means, simple, I have to think about substitution. I have 1 by x and I have log x. What is the differentiation of log x? Differentiation of log x is 1 by x. That's right. Alright. So put log x is equals to t. Alright girls. Log x is equals to t. So differentiate both sides with respect to t. 1 by x dx is equals to dt. Substitute. Dx upon 1x, dx upon x, dx upon x is dt, so that becomes dt. 1 upon 7 as it is, 3 in place of log, I have substituted t, so t square. Now somewhere I can correlate, but one problem. What is that? The coefficient of t square should be 1, that's right. So take this 3 out. All the forms should be in the form of a square. I need a square, so I can write it as root 7 by 3. It's not compulsory every time you get a perfect square there. 9 ही आएगा, 4 ही आएगा, 36 ही आएगा, nothing like that. So if it is 7 by 3, but the formula demands it should be a square. ये a square है. जो t square के साथ है वो a square है. लेकिन जब मुझे आंसर लिखना है तो I need a there, so I'll write it in the form of under root 7 by 3 whole square. Now which formula? 1 upon a square plus x square, or I say 1 upon x square plus a square. That's the third formula. Apply here. 1 by a tan inverse x by a. Let's see, this root 3 gone, it will be root 3 into root 7, root 21, tan inverse, put the value of t, that is log, root 3 will go up, plus c. Alright, is it clear? Very easy, you just have to think what to substitute. Only that is required, and that is the most important thing. Clear? Now let's think about the ninth one. What to do? Ex. Ex differentiation is ex only. That means e raised to power minus x, if I have to remove, I have to put e raised to power minus x only. So that's very easy. I'll write this, which is written in the denominator, that e raised to power minus 2x as e raised to power minus x into 2. You have done the rules of indices, no? If the two powers are there, I can write 1 if it is a multiplication, 1 inside, 1 outside, does not matter. So now I'll substitute. Differentiate, e raised to power minus x, differentiation is e raised to power minus x की differentiation minus 1. Alright, you can't forget differentiation, children. Dx is equals to dt, I don't have a negative, that will go that side. Alright, so my question, e raised to power minus x dx has become minus dt, so minus I'm taking out. 1 upon 16 plus 9, this is t, become t square. Very simple now, you have done the questions. I'll take this 9 out. Alright, so which form? Again, 1 upon x square plus a square. So what is the integration? 1 by a, now you know how to do it, this is 4 by 3. So 1 by a tan inverse x by a. Put the value of t, that is 3 will also go up. That's my answer. Alright, so the key rule is substitution works everywhere. You have to just think what to substitute, where to substitute, and how to substitute. Let's see the next example, the 10th one. Cos x upon under the root 4 minus sine square x dx. So it's very clear from the question. If I see, I have to substitute sine because sine's differentiation is given cos. So I'll put so it becomes cos x dx would be dt 1 upon under root 4 minus t square. Which form can I correlate it? It's the last one. 1 upon under root a square minus x square. So what is the integration? Sine inverse t upon a. This is a square. I need a plus c. Put the value of t back. That is sine x. Because you should always start with the same variable. You should always end with the same variable where it started. T was never a part of the question given to us. So I have to finish it with sine. Clear? So that I told you, substitution is most important. Now look at this question. Under the root tan x plus under the root cot x. If I see the question, nowhere related with any of the form which we have done till now. I know the integration of tan x because that I know. I know the integration of cot x, but I don't know the integrations when they are in under the root. So few questions, children, you should always put asterisk that you have to see once again sometime. You forget. Integration has variety of questions where you have to practice a lot. Alright, that is most important thing here. So what am I doing in this question? I am going to convert into sine and cos. So I will write this tan x as root sine x. Take LCM. Root cos x into root sin x is LCM. So shall I write it like this? No problem. Root sin x, sin x. Root cos x into root cos x. It will be cos x dx. Alright. Now again, no result. It's not any form. If I had to integrate, if I had to put or convert into one of the forms here, this should be removed. Alright. And if you think, we have earlier also did this question, सोचो sin x plus cos x किसकी डिफरेंशिएशन है, ताकि उसको सब्स्टिट्यूट करेंगे ना जिसकी डिफरेंशिएशन होती है. अब sin x plus cos x किसकी डिफरेंशिएशन होगी? sin x minus cos x की. sin x की डिफरेंशिएशन cos x की डिफरेंशिएशन माइनस sin, तो यही बन जाएगा. इसका मतलब अगर मुझे इसको रिमूव करना है तो मुझे sin x minus cos x को पुट करना चाहिए. But sin x minus cos x तो क्वेश्चन में है ही नहीं. So there we have to make it. Alright. So what am I doing? My target is to make sin x minus cos x here. Alright. So what am I doing? Multiply by 2 and divide by 2. Can we do that? No problem. Take this 2 out. 1 under root this I don't need. It will go out. Can I add 1 and subtract 1 here? Well, know these steps. Very, very important. That's what I'm saying. Few questions are different. Always highlight this question when you note down in your notebooks. You have to highlight such kind of questions. Alright. Now what am I doing? I'm writing this one as sin square x plus cos square x. Or you say cos square x plus sin square x. We have done the identity in class 10. This one I'm keeping as it is. I'm writing this one as sin square plus cos square. So I'll write it as this will go where? This we have written it wrong because this is denominator of denominator. This will go up. So be careful. Alright. So it has become sin x plus cos x. This minus I am taking out from these two and I am writing that inside that one as Alright. I have taken first of all this minus out. Minus common भी बन गया 1 minus 2 sin x cos x. और इस 1 को क्या लिखा? cos square plus sin square और sin square plus cos square. ठीक है? अब ध्यान से देखो. A square plus B square minus 2AB. A square plus B square minus 2AB. A minus B whole square का फार्मूला बन गया. Alright, मुझे क्या चाहिए? Sin x minus cos x. So can I write it as A square plus B square minus 2AB. That means sin x minus cos x whole square. Clear? So this is what we demanded, this is what we needed, and this is what we have tried for. So we have got that. So my target is now to substitute. Differentiation is cos. Cos differentiation is minus sign, so it will become plus sign. Substitute. Sin x plus cos x into dx has become dt. This has become 1 minus t square. See, we have come to the form 1 upon under root a square minus x square. Alright, clear? So what is the integration? Sin inverse x upon a. A is 1, so no need to write, plus c. Put the value of t, that is see children, integration you have to think. Alright, so things will not come in a plate served for you and ready to eat. Nothing of that sort. You have to think for few questions. What to do in this question, and that will happen when you practice. Only thing for integration is you have to put a lot of practice, then only you will be able to judge what to substitute and what to do in some particular questions. See now, see. This is the last examples we will be doing for this topic. Whenever you have cos square in the denominator, you have sin square in the denominator, nothing else. Alright? Or sin square and cos square together, I am talking about. Always what helps? Divide numerator and denominator by, always helps. Is it clear? Divide numerator and denominator by cos square. What it will become? When I divide, numerator has 1, 1 by cos square will become secant square. Here 3 by cos square will become 3 secant square, and cos square by cos square will become 1. And now my target is to remove the secant square first of all. Secant square is a differentiation of tan. So always you will get this kind of things only. Whenever you divide by cos square, you will get either secant square, tan square, or both. So what you have to do in denominator, you should have only tan square. Is it clear? Denominator you should have only tan square. So I am writing this secant square as 1 plus tan square. So it will become 3 plus 3 tan square. Alright, so it has become secant square dx 5 plus 3 tan square x. That's it. I got the tan, and that's a differentiation. Put tan x is equals to t. Differentiate both sides with respect to t. Secant square dx is equals to dt. Substitute, secant square dx has become dt. This has become 5 plus 3t square. I don't need this 3t. This 3 will go out. Which form? 1 upon x square plus a square, tan inverse. So 1 by a, because it will come in root, tan inverse x by a. Put the values back. It will be root 3, so root 15, and root 3 will go up, and put the value tan x by root 5 plus c. Alright, so the key step is divide numerator and denominator by cos square. Same I am going to do in that example also. I will divide numerator and denominator by cos square. So 1 by cos square, in the numerator I will get secant square. 1 by cos square, secant square, sin square by cos square, tan square. I told you in denominator I need only tan. So I will write this secant square as 1 plus tan square. 1 plus tan square plus 5 tan square, it will become 6 tan square. Now you are not that kids that I have to write this also. So same thing, put tan x is equals to t, secant square x dx is equals to dt. 1 upon 1 plus 6t square. Alright, so take this 6 common, that's a rule. Again it has fallen into the same form, 1 upon x square plus a square. So 1 upon a tan inverse 1 x a. Alright, 1 upon a tan inverse x by a. So solve it. Root 6 will go up with the value. Alright children, that's all about this topic. The examples are given. So now you have to practice so that the concepts are clear. Alright, so then we will start with the further forms where we are going to use these formulas only.